Hey cuties, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share my weight loss goals for 2023. I hope you stick around. Life is a one. So my number one goal is going to be to stick to the low carb diet. And let me just clarify for my purposes, for me, my opinion, the best that works for me is not completely no carb. And when I say low carb, I mean I'm still eating fruits, vegetables, and some kind of other kind of starch during the day, whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I try to skip to one of those kinds of carbs a day. For example, brown rice for dinner, a sweet potato for dinner, whole wheat pasta. For lunch, I might have a couple of croutons on my salad. Those are very high in calories and I try to kind of limit those. What else? Maybe a wrap for lunch. For breakfast, I usually stick to either a low carb wrap if I'm going to have the carb for breakfast, or a Fiber One English muffin. As you've seen in many of my what I eat in a day, it's kind of what I'm sticking with. I'm also going to be in a calorie deficit, and I figured that out on MyFitnessPal. I really like that app. For right now, I am using the free version, which kind of limits a few things that you can do with the app. But for many years, I paid for Weight Watchers even when I wasn't doing it. So I'm really looking for something at no cost at this time. I may upgrade or try another sort of app or program, but for right now, that's what I'm sticking with. And I'm really happy. My body responds very well to very little carbs. I find success when I have lower carbs, especially I think that's contributed to the PCOS that I have. So, and probably insulin resistance. Don't quote me on any of that. That's just my opinion. I find, like I said, my body feels good when I don't eat a lot of carbs. So I'm going to stick with that. Goal number 2, I'm going to talk about activity. I am going to stick to that 10,000 step goal 3 times a week. I know I said in my December video, which I'll link in the description, I was going to do at least 6,000 steps 3 times a week. And I'm going to raise it to 10,000 because I used to walk almost every day at that level. The weather is still not great here in New York, so I am going to stick with 10,000 3 times a week, at least, of course, if I do more. But I'm probably going to follow Leslie Sansone for right now, the inside walking. And that'll get me my steps. I don't have to worry about not being able to do it during the bad weather. And I really like it. It kind of gives me a good workout. So I'm going to do that. And the other thing as far as fitness goes, I am going to do yoga 1 time a week. I signed up at my local library for a program. I believe it's for 6 weeks. So I'm going to be doing that once a week. I love yoga. I used to do it pretty often. And I was pretty good at it. There were a few things I couldn't do, but it makes me feel so good. But for me, when I gain weight, especially around my midsection, I find it very, very difficult. So I'm going to start off a little slow and just do it once a week. And hopefully when I lose more weight, the more I lose, a little bit easier it's going to get. And I will try to increase it to 2 days a week. So I'm excited about that. And now as far as my mind, my mind goal, I am going to meditate or journal 3 times a week. And I could mix those up. I could meditate 1 day, journal 2 days, meditate 2 days, journal 1 day. I could combine them. I do enjoy meditation. I do that now, and I journal. I have no problem with journaling. The journaling, I want to make it very intentional, very meaningful. So I have this book that's kind of a guided journal, meaning it gives you prompts on what to write down. And part of that is to write down what you're grateful for, which I love that idea. I've kind of been doing that off and on over the years, and it really kind of helps your mindset to realize how blessed you are. Maybe when you're feeling really down about some of the goals that you haven't met, or feeling just down in general, when you start thinking about all the good things you have in your life and what you're grateful for, it's such a big deal, I think. So I'm going to work on that. The last thing I wanted to talk about was I want to incorporate HIIT training. I'm going to start with 1 day a week. HIIT training is high intensity interval training, meaning let's say you walk for 5 minutes and then for 1 minute you kind of jog in place or you run. I really enjoy that. It's very attainable. I am not one, of course, especially at this weight, to run for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, but the HIIT training makes it a little more attainable, where I can sort of rest by walking and then do some fast walking or jogging for 2 minutes, whatever it is. Leslie Sansone has a workout like that, so I'm going to start with hers. I'm just going to start with 1 day a week. I really kind of need to start off slow. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to overexert and not be able to do it. So I'm going to start with that. And that I'm really excited about. I need to kind of work up a sweat a little bit. And also I want to incorporate strength training. Again, being in my 50s now, I know strength training is even extra important right now. So I'm going to look for a strength training workout. I think Leslie has one of those also incorporated in her walking video. So I may start slow and start off with that. I want to figure out how much of what size weights I need. So there are my goals for 2023. I think they're attainable, and I've already started. I feel so much better. It's just amazing. I don't know about you guys, and I hope you comment below and let me know what you think, but why do we kind of sabotage ourselves when we know we feel so good when we're doing these things? I guess it has to become a habit, or you have to really think about how bad you feel when you're not eating right and at least doing some activity. So I'm really, really excited. I hope that you enjoyed this kind of video. I am going to be giving you some updates along the way. And if you like this kind of content, I also do cook with me videos, which are another one of my favorite, and also what I eat in a day. So I'll be sharing what low carb meals I eat. So I'm very excited. And if you like those types of videos, subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. I really love talking about this, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you want to comment below, that would be great. And I will see you soon.